Big Show with Night and Day. Anytime is a good time for a thick shake from Night and Day.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh yeah! That's right, it is the Hauraki Big Show for Friday the 7th of March. And we are coming to you live from beautiful Hokitika, ahead of the Wild Foods Festival, which is happening tomorrow. We're at Stumper's Bar and Cafe, so if you're in the area, if you happen to be driving past Hokitika, make sure you do call in. Unfortunately, no Hoyte J today, but we do have Keyzie, Pugsan and Old Mogi. And as always, the Big Show is brought to you by Night and Day. That's how you do that.
That's how you do it.
It's bloody good. Once again, if you are in the area, make sure you do come down to Stumper's Bar because, to be honest, Mogi, it's the first time we've been to Hokitika. I had no idea how this was going to go. I had no idea if we even had a frequency down here. Turns out we do, 89.3, get around it.
Sorry, Keyzie, we've actually got two.
We have two.
103 point something is the other one.
105.1.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Thank you. Mogi, you rogue stallion, how you going?
There you go. Going grouse, Keyzie. Lovely to see you, mate. And beautiful it is down here in the Hokitika. We turned up this morning, it was freezing cold. And now it must be about 28, 29 degrees here in Stumpers. If you are down here for the Wild Foods Festival and you are a woman or a male homosexual, this is a place to be because there are thousands of men present here today. If you like a man sort of between the ages of 20 and 80 with brown hair, then you have hit the goddamn gold mine around here. Come on down.
Yeah, bloody oath. It's all going off. Huge show ahead. We're going to have all sorts of wild delicacies coming in from the Wild Foods Festival. We've got the Friday Throbber. Pugs has got a crazy story about drugs and so much more as well. But in the meantime, we've been granted special permission to play a tune from an absolute legend of a man who is in Auckland tonight, in fact. He's performing at Spark Arena and also on Saturday night as well. Staple Daddy, Chris Stapleton. And seeing as we are...
Sorry, what did you call him?
Staple Daddy.
Yeah, right, okay.
That's what everyone calls him. And seeing as we are in the beautiful West Coast region, why not turn up a bit of Chris Stapleton? It's Tennessee Whiskey. You're on the Hauraki Big Show.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Bit of Green Day on the Hauraki Big Show. 12 minutes past 4. It is Friday afternoon in beautiful Hokitika. That's where the Big Show's broadcasting from anyway, ahead of the Wild Foods Festival. If you're in the area, come on down to Stumper's Bar. We'll be here for the next few hours, that's for sure. And today isn't just a special occasion because we're doing a live show ahead of the Wild Foods Festival. It's a special occasion for another reason, isn't it, Mike?
Sure is. It's a special occasion because it's Pugsan's birthday tomorrow. Producer Pugsan. Pugsan turns 29 tomorrow. He's not happy about it because he's away from family and friends. He doesn't regard us as his friends. So he was going to say that doesn't count as his birthday and he's going to have a separate birthday. But it became clear to us, Pugsan, that you hadn't done a yardie at your 21st.
No.
So we're reframing your birthday as your 21st, and we just need somebody out there, somebody from the Hokitika, to come down here with a yard glass. Pugsan's going to get up on the table naked, and he's going to do his yardie. And we just need the local community to get him behind him for that because it's going to be a hell of a time. Get him behind him, Hokitika.
If you're in the area, you got a yard glass.
Listen,
come on down.
I'm so grateful. I'd much prefer if nobody got behind me while I was naked on the table.
Mate,
can I say that?
Behind you, in front of you, it's going to be great no matter what happens. And it is tradition. Everyone knows a naked one on the table is what every Kiwi does.
Is that what people do at their 21st?
100%.
Sick.
You wouldn't know because you didn't do one.
Just another Friday night at Stumper's Bar in Hokitika.
Shit, yeah. Putting the stump in Stumpers. It's going to be so good. Don't forget also, Friday, it's Frat Out Shy Day, which is Shout Out Fridays. If you'd like a shout out, 3483 is the text line. Also, if you're here in the bar and you want to shout out, your mates you're sitting with, anything like that, 3483, send it on through. We've got $50 night and day vouchers to get into as well, which is exciting.
It's bloody good. We've got a couple through here on 3483. Shout out to Uncle Chris out chasing bottlenose kingfish today off Waitangi.
Beautiful.
This text here, 3483, if Pugs doesn't do a yardie, it would be a little bit racist.
That would be a bit racist.
That would be racist.
Hey,
what's the sort of racial...
We don't need to get into it.
Oh, okay, no, that's
You've said enough.
No, okay.
Yeah, that's more of an off-air chat for you and our boss, actually. Also, another text that's coming through here. Can we get a shout-out to all the linesmen? All the linesmen. That's from Thax.
Thax.
There he is.
Hey, there's another one there, yes. That's what we're talking about. This is the White Stripes' hardest button to button. As said, we are down in Hokitika. The Wild Food Fest is tomorrow, and very soon we're going to be indulging in some of the wild food delicacies.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're going to be testicle-based as well. Here's the White Stripes on Hauraki.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Bit of Led Zeppelin on the Hauraki Big Show. It is Friday, 23 minutes past 4. You got Keyzie, Minogue and old pug son Hoyte J, unfortunately still on holiday in Vietnam, which is a shame because he really would have enjoyed coming down to Hokitika. Hey, fellas.
I reckon so, yeah. I actually saw a guy that looked a little bit like him earlier on, Hokitika Hoyte J.
Yeah.
And he just looked like he'd been through the ringer a little bit, just like our Jace. Skinny hairs wasting away, looked like he'd had a few years on the heroin as well, and
just like Jace.
Haunted looking eyes and all that sort of thing. Yeah, it was like having the real man here himself.
It was quite nice, actually.
Hey, fellas, I had an experience today that's never happened to me before that I wanted to share with you both.
Oh, congratulations, man. Well done. That's great,
yeah,
man.
no,
Finally.
Finally. It has taken a while, but we got there.
Nice.
We had a very early flight this morning, got up at about 4 o'clock in the morning to get to the airport for a 6:20. And I got to the airport and I realised that as I went to the bathroom, there was something on my person that had been given to me by somebody else at a shindig a long time ago, somebody who shall remain nameless.
Right.
And it was contraband. Can I say that?
Yeah.
I won't say specifically what it was, but it was given to me. It was in my wallet, and I thought, oh my God, I'm about to go through airport security with this thing. And I've never been in this position before. And I realised that I needed to dispose of it whilst at the airport.
Right.
And
was
I've got
it
to
a connie?
I don't think you can get busted with one connie.
Well, the kinds of connies that Mike's talking about. Yeah.
Illegal ones.
I'll say it wasn't one of those.
Okay.
It wasn't one of those. It was something else. But I'm feeling a little bit on edge about it, even though the experience in the moment has completely passed and I'm so fine.
Did you swallow it? How'd you get rid of it?
I disposed of it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, how?
In your mouth?
In your mouth? Or
No,
what did you do?
no, I did not. I did
the
not
old nose there, the honker?
Hang on.
Suppository?
We're not getting
Suppository
I'd
puffs.
rather stay
Because I
out of the
know
specificities if I could, fellas.
You're pretty tight-fisted. You wouldn't want to get rid of it.
Nah,
so
you know I'm
have you
tight-fisted.
hidden it so that you can get it on the way back through?
No, I haven't hidden it. I got rid of it. I ditched it. It is gone for good.
Right. When did you realise, and where were you? Were you in line at security? Or
Oddly enough, I realised in the shower this morning at my home.
Oh, that's
right.
good.
And then I forgot about it as I got in the Uber to
Smart.
leave the house,
Yeah.
and then remembered again at the airport
Right.
when I met up with Dylan, Big Dilly, and Kate from
Right, okay.
the Hauraki team.
And so how did you dispose of it? What did you do?
Feels like a lie's coming.
Nah.
Feels like you're about to tell a lie.
Why are you ashamed?
I don't
of what you
know.
did?
I'm feeling really cagey about it. Like, I don't want to get into the specifics
You got a
against
bit
get
of sweets
arrested
going
on my
on,
way
brother.
back into Auckland.
You seem a little bit paranoid, man.
I am feeling paranoid. I've just never had that before.
Are you
and
on
I-
drugs, man?
What's that?
'Cause
He is on
yeah,
drugs.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. Are you on drugs?
No, listen, I just wanted to ask if you guys had ever dealt with anything like that before, just to maybe quell my worries.
I remember I once, they patted me down on the way into Eden Park for a gig, and they took my hip flask off me.
Ah.
yeah.
That's a shame.
What
'cause
gig was it? Was that Billy Joel?
It was Billy Joel.
Yeah, you're hardcore, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So that's the closest I've got, though, Pugs.
Okay, what about you, Mogi?
I came back from holiday, actually, from Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd gone over there, and my bag was black as. And when it came back, it kind of looked like a zebra. And I don't know what had happened in the meantime, but somebody got a hold of it, and I nearly got in a lot of trouble. But fortunately, yeah.
Wait, so your bag, really? And someone
Yeah.
else did that?
Somebody else got a hold of it. Yeah, somebody else got a hold of my suitcase,
And just...
it was they sort of did a swab and they put it through the detective there, and it was beeping like C3PO. It was absolutely going off.
Right.
Yeah, and I managed to convince them there was something wrong with their machine.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, thank God.
God, you're a smooth talker, Mogi.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate that, pug son.
I was going to say, because why would anyone... Yeah. Because it's a pretty tough thing to convince them that, someone else has obviously put drugs in my bag, that's likely.
He never said
it's not
drugs,
likely, is he?
Keyzie.
Oh, was it not drugs?
We
No.
never said drugs, man.
Yeah. Pugs, are you on drugs?
Huh?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Bit of you two on the Hauraki Big Show. 25 minutes to 5 o'clock this Friday. We are live from Stumper's Bar in beautiful Hokitika as the birds just flown into the pub here.
And I just about kicked the whole table over.
We did. It's falling apart. We're only half an hour in. If you are in the area, make sure you do come on by. In the meantime, we have got an advice segment set up, so let's rip into that.
@gmail.com. Get in touch with the fellas.
That's right, meetpattynibs@gmail.
Meetpattynip69@gmail.com.
Meetpattynip69@gmail.com.
If you've got any help that you need with anything in your life at all, anything's gone off the rails, you're not quite up to it, you're not confident in any decisions that you've got to make, flick us an email through there, and we'll be happy to help you out. Who we got today there, Keyzie?
Today, Mogi, we've got Anonymous. They're always anonymous, just in case.
Can we start getting people's names?
I definitely used someone's name when I read it.
No,
Yeah,
you
good
did.
on you, mate.
I worry that if people are pouring their heart out and trusting us, naming and shaming them on the radio. Well, I'll give you this person's nickname because it's nickname related.
Oh, yeah, go.
G'day, Big Show team. I need some advice. Somehow I've ended up with the nickname Stinky. And to make things worse, it's morphed into Blinky, Blinks, Stinks, and even Stinky Malinky. I have no idea how it started, but it's starting to stick more than I'd like. I told my mates Rapido and Drugsy that I wasn't a fan and asked them to stop, but instead of dropping it, Rupert called me a hypocrite. I'm not entirely sure why, and I feel like I'm missing something here. What do I do? How do I shake this nickname for good? Appreciate any wisdom you can throw my way. Cheers.
Don't know how Rupert missed out on a nickname there, but
I think Rupert is a nickname. That is a ridiculous name.
Isn't the way that a nickname can grow and change over time such an amazing thing?
It's beautiful.
It's a joy. We had a mate growing up at high school. His nickname, he grew dreads, so his nickname was Shampoo. Within about 18 months, that had changed to growing and evolved to Shampaka Ramsbottom, Lost Dog Chunderpool, Why Is That? Is That All Right? Always Makes the Advantage Line 20 PlayStation.
Wow.
Just things kept on getting added on. And every time something got added on, he complained about it. So we just kept on adding things on.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? If you're going to complain about your nickname, people are going to keep doing
It's
it.
your nickname.
Yeah. Because like in high school, when my nickname was Bird Shit Chris.
Bird Shit Chris, yeah. Why did they call you that?
Well, a bird apparently did poos on me, but it wasn't actually. It was just a water that dropped from a gut. But that's not what this is about.
But let's say, you're at the bus shelter, and I say, oh, Keyzie, Chris, a bird shit on you, Chris. Oh, bird shit, Chris, bird shit, Chris.
So
what do you say?
What I did wrong was I went, no, it didn't. It wasn't bird shit. It was water. It wasn't even bird shit.
Sure, it wasn't bird shit, Chris.
Sure,
and there you go. A legend was born.
And then I
started crying.
Cried and ran onto the bus.
Can I just say, given the nickname is Stinky, I'm assuming, because Anonymous has put somehow I've ended up with the nickname Stinky.
Yeah.
I think something would imply that means this person created a stink of some sort that maybe they need to look into, and then they'll be justified in calling the nickname out.
If this person is called Stinky because of his body odour issues, take this as a sign, put some deodorant on, get the hard stuff, man, get the stuff that just zaps it, and maybe your friends will stop calling you that. If not, and you just stink regardless, well, stiff titty, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Embrace it.
Yeah, embrace it. And also, it could be worse.
It could be way worse. You could be called...
Unless I'm mistaken, one of his mates' nickname was Rapido.
That's right, Rapido. Rupert's nickname was Rapido.
Rapido. Oh.
Yeah.
Start calling him Rupert, that's way worse.
Is it? Oh. Far out, what a tune. Meetpattynib69@gmail.com if you ever need advice. In the meantime, it's the Foo Fighters and we are live with Hokitika.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
It is the Black Keys on the Hauraki Big Show. 4:46 Friday afternoon, coming to you live from beautiful Hokitika.
We just had a bit of a chat with old Pugson there. He was talking about coming through the airport in Auckland and he realised he had illicit drugs in his wallet, as he usually does, but he thought he'd struggle to get it through the airport. And here we are, no more than 5 minutes later, and 4 officers of the law have walked through the door, stationed around at all exits of the pub, and it looks like Pugs is going to be in a hell of a lot of trouble tonight, although looking at the cops now, looks like they're either watching the cricket or the races. I'm not too sure which.
We are down in Hokitika. We're at Stumper's Bar. Come on by, no matter what job you're doing. We'd love to see you down here. Come get a Backbone shirt. But we've also got Mel from the Wild Foods Festival who stopped by. G'day, Mel. How you going?
Yeah, pretty good, guys. What about yourselves?
Yeah, bloody good, Mel. Are you excited, man, for tomorrow?
Excited, worn out, just looking forward to the great weather we're about to have, and so great to have you guys down here celebrating with us this year.
Isn't it great having us here? That's what I've really noticed, is how great it is to be here. We started off today and it was bloody freezing when we arrived, and now it's as hot as hell. Is that generally how it goes out here on the coast?
Either that or you brought the hotness with you.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
That'll be Pugs.
Yeah, he brings the heat. And the illicit drugs, if anyone's listening. Mel, we've had a chat to you a few weeks back about coming down to the festival. Tickets still available, by the way?
Yep, tickets available online tonight until midnight. Otherwise, it's gate sales on the day, but it's $10 dear on the day, so definitely get online.
Get online tonight. I understand you have brought along some sort of delicious wild food for us to try today on the show.
Yep, absolutely. I hear that it's Pug's birthday tomorrow, so we needed to celebrate in style. So I thought that we might just try some of the delicacies. So I prepared some mountain oysters for you.
Oh, yum.
Why?
I love oysters.
Why do wild foods always just have to be eat the bollocks off an animal? You know what I mean? Can't it just be something like, she's just got them out. She's just got them out and they are reeking.
Just got her bollocks out.
She's got her bollocks out. Those are feral looking. So have you eaten plenty of those or?
Once I have. Once.
That's not a great advertisement. Can I ask you what animal they've come off of?
They are the testicles of a sheep.
Sheep testes. To be honest, Mogi,
they look a little bit like chopped up mushrooms.
They do look like a little mushroom sauce. What do they taste like?
Are they good eating?
They're very good eating.
How come you've only had them once then?
Busy woman. busy at festival.
Right, okay. She's got a bag with her as well. They do look like a picture, a small black bowl filled with diced up mushrooms.
Yeah.
Except for the mushrooms are actually the testicles of a sheep.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's got her bollocks out. Hold them up. Oh my God, those are massive.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does it make you feel a little inferior?
No, you know what it does? Hoyte J is always going on about his massive testes.
It does remind me of Hoyte J. Hold them up. It's got a real Hoyte J vibe about them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it's Pug San's birthday today, or tomorrow. But it seems only right that Pug San will give you a couple of options here, brother. You're cool. You can either have a little mouthful of eat these up.
The cooked ones?
You can either chew a bollock or lick the other ones. What do you reckon?
What one do you want to do, Pugs?
This is not the plan we agreed for the Bullos. Can I say that? You guys are switching it up on me very much.
We're happy to stick with the original, which was that the loser of the throbber has to eat mountain oysters.
Yeah, but see, now that you've said that, people are not going to vote for me in the throbber.
No, but now that you've said that, you've put the idea in their head.
Oh, for God's sake. Let's do the throbber.
Okay,
we'll do the throbber.
So how it's going to work is for the throbber this evening, it happens at 5 o'clock. We're each going to pick a song, and the song has to impress the locals.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a song, you come into Hokitika, you've walked into the local bar, you've got to play a song that'll fire the locals up. We're going to get the locals to decide who is the winner of the throbber, and the loser with the worst song will be eating a plate of bollocks.
Well, it's not going to be a plate.
Not the whole plate.
Yeah.
One bite.
One bite.
One bite.
Sure, man. I could probably eat the whole plate in one bite if I wanted to. Thank you very much, Mel.
Just before I go, though, I've got something else just for Pug's birthday.
Oh, yeah, go on.
What is it? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause the song because this sounds great.
Look, at the end of the day, you've got to have a little bit of merch, and everyone loves a bit of merch. But the one thing I thought he might like, he can either snuggle up to it at night or, again, inferiority complex.
Oh, it's a small hoo-hoo grub toy. And he's dropped it straight on the ground. That's extremely disrespectful from Pug San. Thank you very much, Mel. There are tickets available for the Wild Foods Festival. And make sure you stick around after 5, where old Pug San eats a whole plate of bollocks. In the meantime, it's Talking Heads on the Big Show.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Talking Heads on the Hauraki Big Show. 5 minutes to 5 o'clock this Friday afternoon, live from Stumper's Bar in beautiful Hokitika. If you're in the area, make sure you do come on down, because after 5, we're going to do the Friday Throbber. The theme is songs that'll impress the locals. The locals are then going to vote for us.
Yeah.
The loser will eat a plate of sheep's testicles.
Or a bite.
You're already talking like you're going to lose this, Pug San. How confident are you, Mogi?
I'm not feeling confident at all, because I chose the song because originally the theme was Pug San's birthday, and then it got changed maybe an hour or so before the show, and so I didn't bother changing it. But now I feel like that was a mistake, because now I've seen the sheep's nuts.
You hungry?
And I'm not keen, nah.
Well, it's going to come down to a popularity contest, although, Pugs,
Yeah.
you've just been handed a wonderful birthday gift, haven't you?
That's right. So Karen, the darling that she is, who lives around the corner, was mowing her lawns yesterday, and she was listening to the show.
Yeah.
And she very graciously heard that it was my birthday and thought she would bring down some of her hydrangeas, personally from her garden, in a local milk bottle there. And I just think it's very sweet. And to get 2 gifts as well, my little hoo-hoo grub there from Mel from the Wild Foods Festival, I'm very lucky.
And funny thing about that, man, I was actually out for a walk today just getting a feel for the Hokitika. And I went down just a couple of streets over, and they've got the War Memorial down there.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw Karen down there, and she went and stole those flowers off the War Memorial. Yeah. So
right.
It's pretty low from her.
And they're mine now, so
Congratulations.
it feels like I've taken them from the War Memorial as well. So you're really setting me up well with the locals, Mogi, for the Throbber. That's good mind games, man. It's tactile. I like it.
Worst part was, too, she went to that gift shop across the road and just shoplifted the vase.
Oh, sick.
So Karen's a bit of a mad bastard just between you and I. Make sure you do stick around, though, after 5 o'clock. We're doing the Friday Throbber, the loser of which will have to eat a plate of sheep's bollocks.
A bite.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
It's the Hauraki Big Show's Friday Throbber.
That's right, it is the Friday Throbber live from beautiful Hokitika, where myself, Mogi and old Pugsan are down for the Wild Foods Festival, and tonight's Friday Throbber is a special Throbber, isn't it, Mogi?
It really is. It really is. We've got something on the line tonight. Of course, every Friday we do the Throbber. We each choose a song. You, the audience, decide which one is the best. Generally, you would ring in. The first to two would win. And over the course of the year, we have an overall winner. But today it's slightly different because the loser is going to have to eat a mouthful of sheep bollocks, or mountain oysters as they call it down here, and the judge and the jury and the executioner will be the crowd here down at Stumper's Bar, apologies, in Hokitika. So look, I'm not thrilled about it, I'll be honest with you. I'm working off a different theme. This is
Come on, man. It's all good, Mogi, man.
It's not good.
It's good fun. Good. So there was a last minute change of plans just for entertainment's sake. We decided, you can't go down to the West Coast and, walk in as a bunch of Aucklanders and just think you own the joint. You've got to win the locals over. So the idea behind today's Throbber is we have to play songs that we think will win the locals over. The locals will then decide, and whoever is voted as having the worst Throbber will eat the old mountain oysters, the sheep testicles.
Now, it's probably important to note we'll do the voting with the crowd after the next song. Is that right?
Sure.
Yeah.
So we'll play all the tunes out. You guys can have a think for a song. Then we'll come back, play them again, and then we'll go off crowd volume.
That's
right?
great. That's great admin there from Pugsan. That's good stuff.
Good stuff.
All right. Who here wants to go first, fellas? Whose snippet shall we
I'll
hear?
go first.
All right. Mogi is going first. This is his Throbber.
How I wish you were here. Yeah, thank you, Kate.
We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year. Oh, it's gone down well. It's gone down well with the locals. It's gone down real well. Pugs, do you want to go next, man?
Yeah, I can go next, man.
All right, this is Pugs' Throbber.
Oh, that's a shocker.
Oh, the audience like that.
People are hating it.
She went away, deep in the valley. I kissed her that day, but oh, it's gone down well.
Foods Festival.
It's gone down real well. All right, that'll do.
Keyzie sorted himself out for last because he's gone with Wagon Wheel as the vibe I'm
No,
getting.
I haven't gone with Wagon Wheel. I don't want to be that predictable. I have gone with this absolute tune, though. God, it's good. Listen to that.
Oh, Meatloaf. People are hating it.
As if it happened only yesterday. Woo! It's going off in Hokitika. Yeah!
All the men look furious, actually.
What a tune!
All the men look like they're ready to start a fight. Okay, we've got ourselves. This is going to be good.
You did. All right, so we're going to play a tune. We're going to come back, and the loser of the Throbber is going to eat a plate of bollocks. In the meantime,
A bite.
an entire plate. It's going to be so
Keyzie,
yummy.
Careful, mate.
Yeah, just a bite. Just a bite. It is the Big Show, and this is the Arctic Monkeys, Arabella.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
It's the Hauraki Big Show's Friday Throbber.
It is the Friday Throbber. 11 minutes past 5, live from beautiful Hokitika. If you're in the area, come on down to Stumper's Bar, where one of the three fellas that are down here today, either myself, Pugsan, or old Mogi, will be eating some bollocks out of a little bowl there. They've been cooked, though, sheep bollocks. They didn't look too bad, did they?
Oh, they look great. Look really good. I've just had a text come through on 3483. Get ready to eat some balls, Keyzie.
Ah, that's funny.
You like that?
It's good stuff. So if you have just joined us, the Throb is a bit different today. The theme is songs to impress the locals. You walk into Hokitika for the first time, you go to the local pub, straight to the jukebox. Which song are you putting on to win the locals over? What?
Just as far as the votes being done by crowd interaction, are we going to play the little teasers again and it's then that we want the reaction?
So we're going to play them first. We'll play all three.
Play them all
and
three.
Then we'll play them again. We'll just say the names of the people. I reckon it's probably
so
easier
hold
enough.
your reactions until we do that voting process.
Okay.
Good crowd control there, Pugson.
You like that?
Okay, this is what I've gone with.
This is Mogie's Throbber for today.
How I wish you were here. Come on, fella, I know you want to. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year. Come on, Pugson.
That was good. So it's Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd. And that is Mogie's song, all right? Now, Pugson's song, fire it off.
There we go.
Jackie K, he went away.
How good.
It is going down an absolute treat.
They are loving that. Let's see how Keyzie goes with his one.
Yeah, so Pugson's song, Why Does Love Do This To Me, from the Exponents. And this is my song from old Meatloaf, Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. Oh, yeah. God, listen to that. Woo!
People are actually doing thumbs down signs across the...
He's loving it. That guy's drunk. I want him removed.
So I think we're ready to go, and we'll have a chorus of either cheers or boos, depending how you're feeling. All right. So on the count of three, we'll do me first, and then it'll be Pugs, and then Keyzie. So for my song, Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd. 1, 2, 3. Pugson, 1, 2, 3. Keyzie, 1, 2, 3.
This is a stitch up.
So we're going to play Pugson's song.
Who the hell is
now,
Pugsong?
And then when we come back, Keyzie, just another Friday night for him. He'll be eating balls.
Yeah. Turn it up.
All right, here you go. Pugson's Throbber. It's the Exponents. Why does love do this to me?
Jordan Akira, and you're listening to the Kiwi 100 on Coast. Here's a magical song called Why Does Love Do This To Me? A jaunty little ballad. Yeah, heartbreak again. Oh, why does it have to do me? I hope it does.
Version of the song that was. If you guys could just chat.
Yeah, we can chat, man.
Well, that was a bit of a win for you there, Pugson. I've managed to come in there with Wish You Were Here, which was actually a selection that I made for your birthday. So I went with the theme. I was
very grateful for.
I went wish, birthday wishes. I thought it was close enough. It'll just sneak in there in terms of theme. Yeah. You've gone with the Exponents here, knocked it out of the park on a completely different theme, and yet somehow we've both managed to beat Keyzie, who decided that coming down to Hokitika with Meatloaf would be the...
Well, you know what the issue is? Everyone here's a friggin' Aucklander, I can tell them. I thought we were going to see.
And that attitude is why you're eating balls.
Pugs.
Okay?
Tune.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
How good.
A throbber for the ages, the Exponents. Why Does Love Do This To Me? Live from Hokitika. We're at Stumper's Bar, and fortunately the Jordan Luck Band is actually playing tomorrow at the Wild Foods Fest. Maybe they'll wheel that puppy out.
You never know your luck. And speaking of luck, yours has run out, Keyzie. There was a lot riding on that throbber. The loser having to eat some mountain oysters, a bowl full of bulls. And Keyzie, you lost with your Meatloaf tune. Text here on 3483. First it was, I bet Keyzie... Oh, hang on a minute. First of it was, get ready to eat some bulls, Keyzie. Then it was, I bet Keyzie plays with his food before he eats it.
Oh, ha ha.
And then it was, my vote is for Meatloaf Patty Nips, Keyzie.
Oh, where was that?
So, all in all, and then this one here as well, actually. There's one's coming from Pugson's mother, without a word of a lie.
Oh, dear.
It says tune, and then it says son, and then kissy face emoji.
Yeah.
And then it says, glad you're not eating balls.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't hear the story from earlier, to be honest.
Oh, the one about you eating heaps of balls. What? So I have to eat fried sheep's testicles.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it without a beer.
You can have that when you're finished.
So
No, give me that.
let me just
you've
say,
got to chew it as well. You can't just wash it
Mogi,
down.
when I
Get it in you, brother.
You got to chew it up, man. Also, thank you to Melanie and the Wild Foods Festival team who brought those down for us and cooked them up for us as well.
And
Greatly
also,
appreciated.
if there's any left over, you're welcome to come up here and help yourselves to the locals here at Hokitika.
They smell musty.
How does it smell? Mogi,
It's like a musty, meaty,
honestly, it is grim.
unseasoned.
They look delicious. To be fair to them, they do. They look like
make some
mushrooms that have been stewed up, but they absolutely reek. They smell exactly how you'd imagine sheep balls would.
Mogi, he's not letting me have the pint of beer.
Get them in your mouth,
Like
and
the-
then you
Give me
can
the
have a
pint of
beer.
Oh,
Come on, just a little handful of balls.
Oh,
Here we
just
go.
one of those bits.
it's like...
Keyzie's got saliva running down his chin.
Mogi, I don't need you to commentate this. It's like when you've opened a box of favourites and you don't know which one to choose because you love all of them so much.
They're all different colours and shapes. It's like Fear Factor.
Yeah,
you ever
man,
watched
look at
Fear
that.
Factor back in the day?
Nah.
It's just
Cool.
it's a sliver of testicle.
I just want to remind you, Keyzie, that is a ball.
Keyzie.
Keyzie!
Keyzie.
Give me that beer, you prick.
Okay, he's chasing it with a nice beer.
And of course,
Thanks to the team
that's
from
what the Wild
Stumper.
Foods Festival is all about. So we'll be Keyzie. If you missed it, come on down tomorrow. He's
Look
going
at
to
his
puke.
eyes,
He's
he's
going to
watering.
puke.
Oh, let's put Keyzie in the middle and not let him have an escape route.
Nah, you're good, man.
That's really smart.
You're chilling.
If you missed it, you can come on down tomorrow to the Wild Foods Festival, and Keyzie will be eating nuts all day.
Mogi, shut up. I'm not... Enough with the Keyzie eating nuts.
Did you want another whiff of the bowl?
Shut up, Pugs.
Should we listen to a tune?
Yeah, okay.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Easy, you all good?
No, I'm not all good, Pugs. Thanks for asking. Pearl Jam, alive. It's 5:30 on a Friday afternoon in March, and the big show is live from beautiful Hokitika from Stumper's Bar and Restaurant. We just did the Friday Throbber. If you've just joined us, we did an unconventional one. The locals chose who the winner was, and the theme was songs that you play to impress the locals having just arrived in town.
And you went with Meatloaf.
I feel like we need to specify which Meatloaf song I
It
went
doesn't
for.
matter, they're all the same. Every Meatloaf song is exactly the same as every other Meatloaf song. And as a result of that, we also had that the loser would have to eat some mountain oysters, which is how they refer to sheep testicles down here. And Keyzie, you lost at a canter. That was one of the easiest.
Yeah.
But you lost by miles, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, all right, thanks. But what happened?
Then I guess maybe you won.
Yeah.
Because you got to eat a local delicacy and nearly puke all over Pugs.
The thing I think, look, fellas, it's done and dusted now. I'm not one to rake over the coals, you know? I'm not one to rake over the coals. But I feel the way it was done, the who votes for Mogi, who votes for Pugsan, what about Keyzie?
Yeah.
And, of course, everyone knew by then, let's get ready to boo Keyzie.
Well, that's right. I mean, the writing was on the wall by the time it got to you. I mean, we'd seen it. People were giving you the thumbs down. They were already booing you. Weirdly, they started booing you when you walked into the pub this afternoon. Which
Yeah, well,
I thought was odd.
that's just weird. That guy's a bit off. But, look, I did have to eat some mountain oyster, and the worst part was they were cooked about an hour ago,
Right.
stored in a little Tupperware container. Picture like a bulb of garlic, like one clove. Is it a clove?
Yeah, it's a clove.
It's about that size. I picked out the least testicle-looking bit. I stuffed it in my mouth, and I almost threw up. From an initial reflex, the smell from the Tupperware container, which hadn't been opened, it was one of the most horrific things I've ever had to do. They tasted unused and ripe.
Oh.
I imagine that's what Pugsans taste like.
Hang on.
And that made me almost vomit just as much.
Can I ask how much of that was mental? Like you were aware that it was testicle that you were putting in your mouth? Or was it purely sensation from the smell and the taste?
It was the smell and the taste.
Right.
I was able to change my way of thinking to say, hey, I've eaten a lot of lamb and stuff over the years.
Yeah.
You know, I'll eat the lamb rack, I'll eat the chops and all that. but I won't eat the testicles. What's that about, man? Ho in.
Yeah.
And I found myself thinking, where's the rest of it? Where's the shaft? Bring it out. If I'm going to eat it, may as well eat the whole damn thing. Is what I was thinking.
Oh, right.
It's a shame that no one has any on hand, otherwise I'd ho in. And
Melanie from the Wild Foods Festival, if you're listening.
No, she's not.
Bring
she's
us
gone.
some, what was that word you used?
Shaft.
Yeah, right, just checking.
Yeah, I'd love to tag that with something sick, but you've already done it.
There's a text here on 3483. He'll be lining up tomorrow for more.
Yeah.
No, I won't be.
It'll be a one-man queue.
Mogi, we are down at the Wild Foods Festival tomorrow, so if you are coming along, make sure you look out for us, although I might still be sick in my hotel room after gobbling up some mountain oyster. Up next, we are calling the winner of the TAB Champions Day Big Bets. So if you enter that competition by texting Big Show, all one word, to 3483, make sure you get your phone on and we could be calling you.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Akadaka back in black on the Hauraki Big Show. 18 minutes to 6 o'clock this Friday afternoon. You got Keyzie, Pugs and old Mogi live from beautiful Hokitika. We're at Stumper's Bar and Restaurant. We're going to the Wild Foods Festival tomorrow. I've already eaten some sheep's testicles, so I'm about done for today.
Yep.
But Mogi, it's time to make someone else's day by potentially giving them a crap load of money.
It sure is. Before that, it's also Frat Out Shy Day. Got a shout out to Macca the Builder from his dad, who's travelled all the way from Auckland to be down at Hokitika at the Wild Foods Festival, so heartwarming stuff. Hey, Macca, if you can come down and get your old man, that'd be great. He's absolutely hammered over there, I'll tell you what.
He's making a fool of himself.
He really is.
Absolute shambles.
Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. There's the big race day, isn't there, at the Auckland Cup. It's race number 7. We've had a competition running where you can bet with the big show and you can bet with the Breakfast Boys, Minogue and Jerry.
That's right.
Give you $1,000. The horse that we've selected it's in race number 7, number 11, to Janus.
Sorry, Mogi.
Touch Janus.
Yeah, we had a word with it. Was it the trainer yesterday, Des Delgetti, and he mentioned that the pronunciation of that is Touch Janus.
Which is an out-the-gate name for a horse.
Yeah.
But $1,000 to win. There's a return of $3.5K. All you had to do was text in either Big Show or Breakfast. You got your name in the draw to get the benefit of this bet.
That's right. The big race, TAB Champions Day, is happening this Saturday. It's the most expensive race in the history of New Zealand. Pretty exciting stuff that is happening. Potential returns of $3.5 grand. You'll also get some bonus cash on the side as well, just in case it doesn't come through. And it's I believe we've actually got the winner of today's big competition, who will be getting that bet on behalf of the Big Show. Keith, you mad bastard, are you there, mate?
Yeah.
Keith! Keith, what do you do for a crust, brother?
I'm a retired blaster.
Backbone! I didn't hear what he said.
Nah, neither.
All I can hear, I can tell you, we've got a few technical issues, Keith, because we're down here in the Hokitika. We can only hear you coming over the house speakers, but I can tell from the sound of your voice and the accent that you're running there that you are 100% backbone, and this won't be the first bet you've ever had on a horse.
Actually, I love the racehorses, so
You're joking. Keith loves the racehorses. Who saw that coming? Well, the good news is, Keith, if our horse, number 11, Touch Anus, in race 7 comes in, you, my friend, will be winning around about $3.5 grand. How does that sound, brother?
that's fantastic.
Yeah, bloody good, mate.
I'm assuming you like that, mate.
You'll be welded to the old race on Saturday. Thank you very much, mate. We'll hand you over to Tony. But congrats on the big win, brother.
Oh, thank you.
No worries, Keith. Keep calling Keith brother.
Brother Keith.
Good on you, brother. Of course, this is all thanks to the TAB. You could also win as well your share of $100,000 if you place a win bet on any horse this weekend. And if it places in the top 3, you go on the draw to win one of 5 cash prizes of $20,000. R18, bet responsibly. T's and C's apply. Let's get back into the tunes. Coming up after 6 o'clock, by the way, someone else will be eating something amazing and delicious from the Wild Foods Festival. We've got the Hoo-Hoo Grub Man coming in.
Don.
With a fresh batch.
Big Don.
Big Don with the Hoo-Hoos. In the meantime, here's David Bowie on The Big Show.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
That is an absolute tune. And from the Kaiser Chiefs, I predict a riot on the Hauraki Big Show, 6 minutes to 6 o'clock. It's Friday afternoon. We're in Hokitika. Things are going bloody well. We're at Stumper's Bar. We've got an hour left of the show, so if you are in the area, stop on by.
Can I just acknowledge the fact it's an absolute stonker out there? All I hear about the West Coast is that the weather is garbage. And on.
It is on, Pugs. You did right. Pugs has had a few because it's his birthday.
He is the birthday boy.
He's the birthday boy. Now, what I thought we might do, Pug-san, is we've got a pub full of people here. Would you guys join me in singing happy birthday for Pug-san? Is that all good? Yeah.
You don't have to.
They're not that keen.
They're not that keen. They'll join in. It's all G.
Right. Yeah. Happy birthday, Pug-san. Your 29th birthday. The stripper hasn't turned up yet, but any minute, I reckon.
Nah, apparently, I just got a text. Apparently, he's 5 minutes away.
Perfect.
All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pug-san. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. You know how... Oh, my God.
How good's
Where
that?
do they all come from? Thanks, guys. Can I just say it's awkward enough... Oh my God, the happy birthday sign's melting and now it's on
Pugs
fire.
is having an absolute shocker here.
Can I just say it's awkward enough having happy birthday sung to you in any situation, let alone on a stage in front of some beautiful people. So
how good is that? We've also started up Pass the Parcel is going around out there now. There's all sorts of goodies in there, including cigarettes and God knows what else.
It's a surprise. It's a surprise. So just peel one layer only. All right, that's how Pass the Parcel works. One layer only, Chris. I'm watching you, brother.
Chris gets to keep it, right? Whatever he opens up?
Yeah, whatever you open up, you keep it. But if it's not the final layer, you pass it on.
What do we got next hour, Keyzie?
Coming up in the next hour, we've got What's for Tea New Zealand with me, Keyzie. So text through on 3483 what you are having for dinner. And speaking of which, old Mogi and old Pug-san might be eating some hoo-hoo grubs.
Yeah, and also Keyzie might be eating some hoo-hoo grubs. We've got a hoo-hoo grub expert coming in the 6 o'clock hour. He's going to bring a couple of his little mates along with him, and who knows who's going to be gobbling those up. Hopefully it's Keyzie, because he knows he's already puked today.
Should we do another cheer, to see who should eat?
Nah,
we'll work it out for sure.
Keyzie. I hope you're hungry there, fellas.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Listen to that. It's after 6 o'clock on a Friday. The Big Show live from Hokitika. Stumper's bar going off.
We've got somebody down here that sort of leads the cheer just as we're coming out of the breaks here and we're going into these little chats that we have. And I saw, you did that, Pugs, you got the crowd cheering.
No, I didn't.
And I saw a woman out here do a sarcastic cheer. A sarcastic cheer.
Really? Who was it? Was it Shannon?
With the sunnies?
You're joking?
Yeah, it was out the gate.
Wow.
But God bless her. What do we got coming up this hour, Keyzie?
Thanks for the pass there, Mogi.
No worries.
So much.
Well, I shouldn't have passed it to you because you've had 10 beers and Pug-san's had 8.
No, I've had 3.
You've had 3.
I'm ready for a 4th.
Yeah, good
responsibly.
on you.
Can you stop lying because you're worried you're going to get fired, all right? You've had 10 beers. It's totally
I've already
fine.
got the heat on, McKeezy,
I know you do.
from the cops and my mother.
Well, the thing I'm most looking forward to is we've got a gentleman coming in who's the local hoo-hoo grub expert. And he'll tell us all about hoo-hoo grubs, but I think what everybody wants to see is one of us 3 chuck a hoo-hoo grub down their gullet. I feel like I had one when I was a kid at school, but I'm not sure if I've had one since. There's a lot of chat about them being peanut butter flavoured.
Ah,
but
that's a yarn.
I don't think that makes me want to have. If I was going to have something peanut butter flavoured, I'd probably just have peanut butter.
So true.
Well, that's the thing. I had to eat a sheep's testicle earlier. And, there's a lot of people telling me that testicles are peanut butter flavoured. They aren't. They certainly
They are if you put peanut butter on them.
Well, that's what, exactly. I wish I had...
Can I just specify it wasn't a whole testicle that you ate, man?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
Disrespect. I just think it's important to be factual.
I'm sorry.
I
ate part of a testicle, Pugs.
Yeah, that'll
and here I am taking credit for eating a whole bollock. That's my bad. We're going to start the hour with an absolute tune. Keep the text coming through on 3483. What's for Tea New Zealand's coming up shortly. Your chance to win a $50 night and day voucher. Here's some Whitesnake.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Tom Petty on The Big Show, 14 minutes past 6 this Friday afternoon. The Big Show live from Stumper's Bar in Hokitika. You got Keyzie, Pug-san and old Mogi in the house. And Mogi, a few weeks ago we had a chat to Don, the hoo-hoo grub man, who he's had a stall down at the Wild Foods Festival. For over 30 years he's been getting stuck into the hoo-hoo grub business. Yeah. And he's shown up today with a container of nature's finest.
He absolutely has. And, you know, there's been many a gift turn up today. We've had a young fella turn up with a birthday cake for Pug's-san.
Oh, that's right.
Our mates over the road at Red Streetwear turned up. They've got a yard glass on the way for Pug's-san, so that's bloody exciting. But now Don's turned up and he's got some pretty hefty-looking hoo-hoo grubs, and Pug's-san looks like he's going to puke. Just at the very side of them, and I'm not far behind you, man, I'll be completely honest with you. Don, tell us all about them, brother.
Yeah, well, I'll have to apologise. These are small ones, actually. I couldn't find any big ones.
Massive. They're about an inch long.
Yeah, no, we get some really... But last year we got some fantastic big ones, eh? And well, you never know what you're going to get on the day, because we take the logs along on the day and just chop them open and kind of auction them off, really, to the punters at the festival. So these ones are pretty medium-sized, I'd have to say, but we get some awesome big ones sometimes, too.
So this one in the middle here, so for those listening, they're about, I'd say... Two of them are about 1.5 inches long. One's an inch long. On one end, you've got like the black face of the hoo-hoo grub. The rest of it looks like someone has just stuffed a whole lot of like corned beef into a condom or something, and it's just writhing around. It is the most horrific thing I've ever looked at and thought about eating.
It's funny that if you look at the faces on them, and they have got little faces, they look like sloths, so they're quite cute in that regard, but that's where it ends. The only thing I can really imagine, the thing I can't stop thinking about, Don, is if you're chucking one of them in your mouth and it's going to explode in your mouth. Is that accurate?
Yeah, kind of explode. It depends what you do, really. Sometimes they'll bite you first, so you've got to kind of get...
Oh, my goodness.
You've got to bite
nice
them before they bite you, really. So, and then, beautiful creamy texture that just, explodes in your mouth. Let's say that, shall we?
So, what is the... We asked you this a few weeks back, but what is the preferred method of eating one of these horrific-looking bugs?
Well, we do barbecued ones on the day as well, just lightly sautéed in a small amount of butter.
Yeah.
But the most popular ones are just straight out of the log, live. And people just, however they want to eat them, maybe one each or something like that. Or
Don's massively... He's brought one for each of us.
Yeah.
He's really pushing for one each, but we had a competition to eat the sheep's testicles. By the way, Don, I lost that. So I really don't like the idea of a sheep bollock... part of a sheep's bollock in my stomach with a hoo-hoo grub. There's something about those two together that doesn't...
No, they match off pretty well, I'm sure. I've been assured that they do. So I think you'd probably have to have one each.
All right, well, look... How we're going to do it is we've got Pug's-san here. He's off mic at the moment, but we're going to do paper, scissors, rock.
Yep.
Now, Mogi, these are your rules, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's just a bit different. So it's just the odd one out. So it's not going to be, you could have two of us go rock and the other one go paper. The paper one would technically win. It's not like that. The odd one out loses. So if there's two people with the same thing, the other person automatically becomes a loser. And you just keep going until one person is on their own. So we're going to go now, Pug's-san. You ready?
Are you ready to go, Pug's-san?
And it'll be 1, 2, 3, go.
All right.
Okay.
The loser eats one of these horrific-looking hoo-hoo grubs. All right, ready?
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, go.
So.
1, 2, 3, go. That's Pug's-san. Two papers and a scissors. Pug's-san was the scissors. The birthday boy is going to be eating a hoo-hoo grub.
I'd rather have the sheep's testicle in full than what's about to happen.
They're wriggling around on the table there. They are, honestly, the fact that I don't have to eat... That was the most nervous I've ever been for paper, scissors, rock.
I feel like I'm going to be sick and I'm not eating it.
So the good news is, Pugs, you've got a bit of time to think about it. We'll play a tune, we'll play some ads. You've got about... No, you're not doing it now, brother. I want you to sit down and really think about what you're about to do. I also...
You can wash it down with your yardie.
Yeah, and a yardie's coming too, which is excellent, because it is Pugs' birthday bash down here in Hokitika at Stumper's Bar. Big shout out to Don, the hoo-hoo grub man. Thank you so much for coming along, and good luck for tomorrow.
Yeah, no worries. Should be a great day. I think the weather forecast's pretty good. Lots of people turning up in town. It adds a real buzz. It's great.
Yeah, bloody ripper. And the good news is you can eat a hoo-hoo grub, rain, hail or shine. Good eating.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
It is Pixies. Where is my mind on the Hauraki Big Show? 26 minutes past 6. And I tell you what, fellas, Mogi and Pug's-san, things have really gone up a notch down here in beautiful Hokitika. We are at Stumper's Bar and Cafe, and Don, the hoo-hoo grub man, has come along and he's procured us 3 of the fattest hoo-hoo grubs I've certainly ever seen.
He certainly has. When I went to the bathroom a moment ago, there was 3 sitting there. Now it's down to 1. I'm assuming they've been returned to their ice cream container.
What actually happened, Mogi, was Mike and Chris, our two winners.
A couple of backbones hooked in.
I went over to show them because I was like, they're winners. They should get the full experience. This is what a hoo-hoo grub looks like. They both half steamed responsibly, grabbed one each, and just ate the whole thing.
Oh, well, there you go. So Pugsan's seen that it's been done. So we've had that.
Yeah.
Keyzie, you've eaten sheep testicles today. We've just had somebody turn up with a yard glass for Pugsan. So things have really gone up.
No way. That was Sheriff Pearson got his daughter to bring along a yard glass that was apparently used last weekend and fresh and clean.
Thank you to Demi from Hokitika for bringing that in, and we're going to see how that goes. But first things first, Pugsan.
Yeah.
We played paper, scissors, rock. You were the odd man out, so that means you've got to scoff yourself a delicious hoo-hoo grub.
How are you feeling before you eat it?
I'm kind of numb. There's not a lot of feeling at all.
Right, that's good, right? Because it'll just go straight down.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Now, I've had a great tip-off from one of our more wise listeners over here who said you're actually supposed to hold the head and bite the body off.
Nah, the boss says no way.
No,
the
Don, the whole
Don
thing.
says
You're
it's
saying
the
the
whole
whole
thing,
thing,
or
Don.
it's nothing. Yep.
He didn't bring them all the way here for you to leave the head behind, Pugsan. All right, let's get a chant going for Pugsan, and then he's going to eat a hoo-hoo grub. Right, here we go.
Ooh,
Pugsan, 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 Pugsan.
I'm shaking.
Hurry up, Pugsan! 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 Pick it up and eat it! Pick it up and eat it!
No, wait.
He's dropped it on the floor! He's dropped it on the floor! Get it! Oh my God!
It's on the floor.
Pick
He's
it up.
picked it up and dropped it again. It's in his mouth. He is going hard. Oh.
Yeah, cheers. Wash it down with some drink.
Wash it down with a yardie. Good Lord.
Yeah, good work.
That was completely shambolic. I was shaking so much I dropped the grub onto the floor under Keizie's... Oh, it does taste like peanut butter a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of peanut butter.
How you feeling?
I think my issue was, the fear was the movement of the live grub going into my mouth. So it was like a...
Well, you dropped it twice, Pugsan, so I think that stunned it.
It did.
So it lacked a little bit of movement.
That was a little technique I learned from Don the Hoo Hoo Grub Man. He said throw it on the ground twice before you down it in your mouth, and then you're ready to go.
Good stuff, Pugsan, mate. Well, you've eaten your first hoo hoo grub. I've eaten a portion of a sheep's testicle, and Mike had a lovely open steak sandwich.
Yeah, it was delicious, can I just say. We've got a little bit going on. We'll be trying to get Pugsan to do a yardie. We'll see how that goes.
Being the operative word.
Come on down to Stumper's bar and we'll apply a bit of pressure.
Yeah, the more people, the better. In the meantime, down here at Stumper's bar in Hokitika, it is the big show, and this is Jimi Hendrix. Voodoo Cha.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
One small step for man. One giant leap backwards for mankind. Join Jerry, Mania, and ACC head G Lane for the Export Ultra Beer Garden Tour.
That's right, we've got the Export Ultra Beer Garden Tour, but before we get to that, the local sheriff has just dropped off a full yard glass.
Sheriff Pearson.
For old Pugsan to have a hoon on. It is going off down in Hokitika at Stumper's bar.
There are people down here that look absolutely overjoyed, and then some who look horrified, hands on mouths, don't know what to do.
There's no way.
If you haven't seen a 29-year-old man do a yard glass, you don't know what you're missing. Tonight, get down to Stumper's bar. She's going off. In the meantime...
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to do a radio show. I believe we've got a fantastic caller on the line. Chris, are you there, man?
Yeah, good. Keyzie, Mogi, and Pugsan.
Yeah, good on you, Chris. Where are you calling from, bro?
Christchurch, mate. How's it going over there?
Yeah. What do you do for a crust, fella?
Work in logistics.
Backbone. Yeah, that's good shit.
Logistics.
Backbone and hard.
Good eating. It's going bloody good over here, by the way, Chris. It's only 3.5 hours away, man. And to be honest,
reckon if you leave now, Pugsan's just about to start his yardie. He'll still be going when you get here.
Yes. If I was to do it, you're right.
Good stuff, Pugsan.
Mate, it ain't too bad. Just relax, right in the throat, and away you go.
Yeah, you've said that before, haven't you, Chris? Hey, do you think you could keep up with Mania and Jerry and G Lane over in Texas, man? You think you'd be all good?
Yeah, I've got a 3.5 minute yardie down, so I reckon I could hold mine.
3.5 yardie, not too bad. That's bloody good, actually. Mine was horrific. I threw up like 5 times and passed out responsibly, might I add. Just to cover our bases there. You got a current passport there, Chris?
I'm tickety-boo, got a current extra and all that too.
Oh, good on you, mate. All right, well, the good news is, mate, not only are you in the draw to go to Austin, Texas with the Brekkie Show, you've also got $100 cash, man. How good?
Yeah, boy. Douche.
Yeah,
Douche indeed.
Good on you, your backbone. All right, mate, you hold the line there, and Tony in the studio will sort you out.
Bloody exciting stuff. A bit of a look of fear in Paksan's eyes there. We'll have a bit of a chat off here about what's going to happen next. But it's been an eventful day.
It's been huge.
An eventful day.
I mean, I've had some sheep bollock. Paksan just ate a hoo-hoo grub. Mike has done jack. Why don't you do the yard glass, Mike?
What a great idea. Well, sadly, I'm on the wagon this year, fellas, and I know that you wouldn't want me to give up that huge effort that I'm making for the year.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
But I'll tell you what, if I was drinking, man, I'd attack it like the backbone I am.
Shit, yeah, he'd be straight in.
We'll come back after a couple of tunes, and we'll see where we're at. Stay tuned.
Yeah,
we'll see.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
That is how you end a live show.
How good.
Pennywise, Broham Tribute. It is the Hauraki Big Show live from Hokitika. Stumper's bar is going off 7 minutes to 7 o'clock. Pugsan's freaking out. If you've just joined us, it's because tomorrow is his 29th birthday.
Yeah.
Mogi found out he didn't do a yardie on his 21st. The local sheriff has arrived with sirens blaring.
And he is saying it's a compulsory.
He said it's compulsory.
You're not leaving this town until it's done. The problem that we've got is there's a couple of hundred people here with cameras. And occasionally when you do a yard glass, the body tends to reject it. It can't take 3.5 jugs all at once. So Pugsan's going to be sharing the load, if we can put it that way, with Keyzie.
Sharing the load.
Keizie's going to help out, and Chris and Mike down here, the winners have come down. Yeah. But after we get through this yardie, our good man Jack over here has put his hand up.
And the Hoyte J T-shirt.
He has put his hand up, and he will be doing a full yardie just so it gets satisfied.
Yeah, that's more like it. That's more like it, Jacko.
He's going to show us the Hokitika way, so we're looking forward to that. So, look, there's been no losers here today.
No. Well, I mean, Mogi hasn't had to do anything, as per usual.
Yeah.
I ate sheep nuts, Pugs ate a hoo-hoo grub, did a yardie.
I did, yeah.
Mogi did airfall. But I'd just like to say a big shout-out to Stumper's Bar for hosting us, the Wild Foods Festival for having us down here, the Hokitika locals and those that have travelled to come see the show today. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. And one last big round of applause for Pugsan, who's about to demo his yardie.
No.
Responsibly.
Okay, no.
Responsibly.
We're collaborating. Yeah. Shout out to Sheriff Pearson and his daughter for bringing a yardie, and I'm very grateful that you want to bring beers for the whole community because we are sharing that mother around.
Pugsan.
Thanks, guys.
Drink responsibly, New Zealand.
Very grateful for all the birthday love.
Drink responsibly, New Zealand. Don't forget, 7:30 tonight, we've got the footy kicking off here on Radio Hauraki. Don't go anywhere. ACC coverage of the Super Rugby. From the Hauraki Big Show, we will see you Monday at 4 p.m.
See ya.